part 2 to the first video that I made, and it's gonna be a video talking about my 12 tips, or I think I have 13 here, of 12 tips for shopping online. And this is particular to my Caribbean ladies and my Jamaican ladies. There are tips for persons who live in the US, but because Jamaica is what I live, it's what I know, so this is what I'll be talking about today. So firstly, when you're gonna shop online, you want to sign up for newsletters. Now, especially for makeup companies, always sign up for newsletters. What newsletters do is they give you briefs on when companies will be coming out with new products, on when there will be a sale. You get probably coupon codes in these newsletters. So for companies like BH Cosmetics, I never buy anything from BH Cosmetics unless they're having a sale. Reason being, today they'll be having the things for like full price, it's probably like $10, and tomorrow you only get a newsletter saying it's for $8. Now you could just kill yourself, right? So for companies like BH Cosmetics, I always buy only when they have a sale, and believe me, they have a sale even when they have no reason to have a sale. So you know, some companies only have sales in times when it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday, July the 4th, what's the other one, Thanksgiving, and those type of BH Cosmetics, all like for a month I think they have more than 5 sales going on. You can always expect a sale from BH Cosmetics. So sign up with BH Cosmetics newsletters, Coastal Scents, all of these companies. At the end of the video I'll talk about the companies that I recommend, the makeup companies that I recommend that you buy from, that I have bought from, and I have had good experience with them, never yet had a bad experience with them. I'll talk about those companies at the end of the video, right? Secondly, you want to watch review of products. Remember that shopping online is different from going into a store. You don't get to feel the product, you don't get to see the actual size of the product, you don't get to smell the product, get to test the product. So things like, especially with makeup, you see something and online, you know they're gonna have this big, you see this bottle and you see like this size on the side, but in real life you get this. You can avoid that by watching YouTube reviews. I never ever buy anything online unless I watch a review, especially if it's a product that I've never used before. If it's a product that you used before, for instance, I have this Black Opal foundation in Nutmeg, and I know that Nutmeg is my shade, and I just go and pick it up. I know the size and everything already. If it's a completely new product that you've never tried before, watch a review before you buy it, right? It just might save you a lot of money, a lot of time, because if you buy it and you don't like what you get, or the company misled you, it's gonna be a lot of hassling to send back the product to them and to wait to get back your refund and to get back your money and all that. I'm gonna share this experience with you. I bought something from MAC the other day, and it was Ruby Woo. I was gonna purchase it. I then cancelled my order, but by the time I cancelled my order, they had already sent out the shipment, right? It took me like a month to get back my refund, right? Because Ruby Woo was coming out, so I didn't bother to buy Ruby Woo, so I canceled the order. But it took so long for me to get back my money, right? So to avoid that, watch reviews. Not that that had anything to do with reviews, but just to show you the process of getting a refund and sending back the product, and to avoid that, watch reviews. Thirdly, alright, when buying things from Chinese sellers, don't buy when there's a Chinese New Year. And I think the Chinese New Year starts at about February the 10th onward. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, just comment down below. But I think the Chinese New Year starts February. I made this mistake when I was shopping online, and all of these things are my trial and errors that I'm sharing with you guys. I made this mistake, and I bought from the company like probably like February the 1st or February the 9th or something like that. And the seller sent me an email saying that you know, they won't send it out until after their New Year. So I was like, okay, cool, because I'm like, oh, New Year one day. No, I think they have like a week of New Year or a month of New Year. If I'm wrong, just correct me. Feel free to correct me, right? But I didn't get my product till April, May, and I was like so upset. So I learned that lesson, and I learned it well. And bear in mind that it's not all Chinese sellers, and I'm talking about eBay specifically. It's not all Chinese sellers who stop shipment when it's their New Year, but you have some who don't do any shipping during New Year. So you'll order your products, and some of them won't even bother to prompt you. You only realize that you're not getting your product, you're not getting any response when you email them or anything. But eBay has this new thing now where you don't contact the seller directly. You speak to eBay, and eBay speaks to the seller, and it's a little bit more better than when I started to shop online, right? So yeah, always check the price of shipping before you proceed to pack your cart. I have made this mistake so many times. Number one, check the price of selling shipping, and secondly, check if they ship to your country. So there's a lot of sites, or quite a few sites, that don't ship to Jamaica online. I've made that mistake. I've seen things that are dirt cheap, and I think one of these sites is Miss Adoro. I saw Queenie here on YouTube do some reviews or a haul on their stuff, and I just went there and I popped my cart full with $1 stuff, and only to realize that upon checking out, they don't ship to Jamaica. Well, of course, with Ship Me, you can get your stuff to me if they don't ship to Jamaica. But if you don't want to use Ship Me or use one of those, postal services, and you just want to get it straight to your post office, it's gonna be a problem, right? Also, check shipping. Now, I do not spend a lot of money on shipping. If shipping is over like $12, $15 the most shipping I've ever paid is $19. Call it $20, and it was with coast services. And the only reason why I spent it because I did not have another choice, and I wanted to get my brush set. That's the only reason why I spent it. I've never, if I see like $20 for shipping, I just empty my cart and keep moving. I don't spend that money on shipping. Alright? So yeah, you always want to check your cart before you proceed to check out. When buying from some companies, when it's in the holidays time, expect a delay in your order. I was doing quite a lot of shopping in the holiday, and I bought from a lot of companies, and there was like this big delay. Like, I mean, 4 to 5 days later, my they don't usually notify you when they have sent off your thing for shipping. 4 days pass, 5 days pass, I'm not seeing it. So when I contacted the person, there was like, because it's late in the Christmas holiday and everybody's shopping online, there is a delay. Now, if you're somebody who does not like to wait, or if you're in urgent need of your product, try to avoid shopping in the holidays. You're gonna have a delay. Alright, so number 6, tracking. What I've noticed is that I have gotten, not all companies give tracking number, but for those who give tracking number, once the product or item or whatever you bought has left the last US postal center or service or transit area or whatever you want to call it, you no longer get shipping or get an update of where your item is. I have bought things, and I think I bought the Coastal Science brush set. After it had left, I think it left Florida or something like that, don't quote me on that, for like 2 weeks or 1 week and a half, I did not see where my thing is. I don't know what it is, but I guess when your products reach Jamaica, they no longer update the shipping. My last update was the last time it left the US. They don't update you other from that. So I just wanted to say that, because when I saw my thing and it was stuck at the Florida post office thing, I started to contact the seller, and I was telling them that I didn't see my product move, and it's been 7 days, and only for me to realize that after that I did get my product like the day after I started to make those complaints, but I'm just getting to realize that it has nothing to do with the seller or anything. After it leaves the last point in the US, you no longer get tracking. Right? So I just wanted to clarify that. And 7th tip, if you can avoid buying things that are going to be easily damaged, is either you can do 2 things or one thing. Notify your seller that your thing will be coming to Jamaica, and to avoid that, just ask them to probably package it just a little, probably put another layer of bubble wrap on your package to avoid it getting damaged and to avoid a problem. I bought a eyelash glue from eBay, and I bought a set of 2. I'm trying to look for the eyelash glue. I probably won't find it. I bought the eyelash glue. Anyway, when it got here, it was smushed out into the bag, and I literally was waiting weeks to get it to me. When I got it to me, it was damaged. Luckily, the seller was so understanding that they just said, I should just take a picture, email it to them, and then they gave me a full refund. Now, you won't be that lucky with other sellers, right? So to avoid that, try to avoid buying things such as those things. If you can get them out here, get them out here, because when they're damaged, some companies will give you the runaround to give you back your money, right? So if you can avoid that as much as possible, please do. 8th, this is another eBay experience as well. I had, as I said, shipping from China takes 1 month, sometimes 2 months to get your stuff to you. I had bought something, and I think it was going on to 2 months. As I said, it was a pallet. I bought a pallet in November, January and I still did not have my pallets. February and I still didn't have my pallet. Of course, I was emailing the seller. The seller was like, oh, you know, wait 2 more weeks, wait 1 more week. Only to realize that after a certain amount of time, PayPal does not allow you to get refunds from that company. I don't know if the policy had changed, but at the time, I think that was 2 years ago, they don't allow you to get back your money. Yeah? So I guess the seller knew that and he was telling me, you know, 1 week, another 2 weeks and whatever. However, I did get my package in March. I guess it was a delay in the Chinese postal system or because of their New Year or something like that, that's why I didn't get my package. But just so you know, don't let any seller tell you, you know, wait another week, wait another 2 weeks, unless you can find yourself waiting. But some of them are doing it so that you reach a time when, I think it's after 60 days, PayPal doesn't allow you to get back your money. So a lot of them will do that as a scheme to get you to keep waiting, and then you can't get back your money, right? And you probably don't even want the product after that experience anyway. Alright, so yeah, my 9th tip, always use PayPal to buy your stuff. Instantly, if I see them asking for my credit or debit card number, I get suspicion. I'll be looking at them like, why you want me to enter my number? Why you don't got PayPal? You know? That's how I be looking at my cookie stream, like, no, and I just exit off. I'm so scared of getting scammed because once you enter your credit card number, your expiry date number, your name and all that, they can automatically get your information and just use your card to shop online. So I always use PayPal. Okay? Alright, number 11, which is one of the most important tips that I have learned. What I used to do is, like, when I usually get some money, I just, you know, buy the things one at a time. It costs more when you buy things one at a time. After these companies online offer free shipping after you spent a certain amount of money with them. Sometimes it's $35, which is in Jamaican $3,500, or sometimes it's $50 and sometimes $5,000. Sometimes what I do, I just make a list of the things that I want online and wait till I have that sum of money. I buy from one online store and get free shipping. Now, free shipping, I've never seen anybody have free shipping to international places. It's always to the US. So if you're using ShipMe, ShipMe is a company that used to ship to the US, then you can use that as your free shipping. Now, bear in mind that you see some companies offering free shipping, but it's not free shipping to Jamaica, it's not free shipping to any Caribbean island, it's only free shipping to the US, right? So companies that always have free shipping, I think iKate House is one, sometimes BH Cosmetics, Postal Sense, I think. Some of these have them occasionally, and I know for sure drugstore.com has free shipping every day on orders over $35. Now, for drugstore.com, you can find a lot of products that you might want from drugstore.com. Just wait till you have that one money and buy your things in bulk. It works out cheaper than going on the site and buying things individually and paying for individual shipping, right? It will add up to more, because if you buy things 5 items 5 different times and you pay $6, you end up spending $30 for shipping, where probably you could have saved probably $10 or $20, right? So yeah, bear that in mind. Buy in bulk when you're buying online. Alright, so my next tip is, not all stores shop online. I think I mentioned this before. Not all stores shop online. Bear that in mind when you go on and start to pack your cart. You'll get disappointed if when you reach the checkout you don't see they have any options. They probably, sometimes I've been on sites and when I look, they only have options for the US and Canada, and that's a bummer. And these are stores like Mac only ships to the US. But with ShipMe, as I said again, you can get your stuff to you, so don't worry, you have other alternatives. Don't feel discouraged, don't feel disheartened. You have other alternatives. But if you want to get your things straight to your post office and they say no shipping to Jamaica, that's the end of it. You can't get it to your post office. You have to use a postal service, which sometimes is ShipMe or Airpack or Mailpack or whatever. Right? So my bonus tip is, never delete your invoices. Now, invoices are things that they send to your email, which sums up the amount of money you spent on shipping and on the product or whatever. These are your proof of purchases. When you delete them, you have no proof to show that you have bought from them, especially if you have not signed up with the online store. You probably just checked out as a guest. And what I'm talking about is, sometimes you go on online store, they have two options. One is to sign out as a guest and one is to sign up and make an account where you can go and check and track your packages and all of that. If you sign up as a guest, most likely your only proof of purchase will be your invoice. So if you delete your invoice and some things should come up, I've never been in this situation though, but I've never deleted my proof of invoices until I get my product to me. Until I get my product to me undamaged, in the right shape and form and all of that. That's the time when I delete. Don't delete any message from any company until you have gotten your product, right? So I really hope these 2 videos that I've made have been helpful to somebody out there. If you're watching this video and you didn't watch that video and you're living in Jamaica, you need to go watch that video, right? And like it, share it, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.